Hey, good morning, everyone, and welcome to Morning Tea with me, Tracy V. Allen. So, this morning we are going to be talking about the ideal loan from the SBA. Um, I'm hoping to break it down into pieces that you can understand so that you can make informed decisions. But I want to start with a disclaimer for those of you who know my different affiliations. I want to say that I'm doing this broadcast as the owner of TVA Consulting. I'm not representing any other agencies at this time. So anything I say, I'm saying from my own knowledge, my own research, and I'm only representing myself and my company. Okay. So let's start with the ideal loan. So the ideal loan is actually called the it is actually called the the economic injury disaster loan. And there is a portion of it called the emergency assistance. So that is what a lot of people are really concerned with, is that portion, because they want to know how that works. But in order to understand how that works, we need to talk about the whole thing in its entirety. So we're going to talk about um, the entire process. So we all know that we are in the middle of a pandemic at this point in time. And because of that, the federal government has decided to give small business owners and nonprofits a quote unquote bailout type of thing in order to stimulate the economy. It's called a stimulus plan, so that we don't fall into some type of a recession, which is definitely something that can happen in this economy if there isn't an influx of funds getting back into mainstream. So the EIDL, which I'm calling the ideal loan, right, is going to be given out directly by the SBA. This is not something that you're going to go to your institution, bank institutions for. You're going to go to the SBA.gov website and you're going to fill out the application there. And I will definitely put links or pin a post in the comment section so you have all the links of exactly where to go. Because sometimes the website can be a little hard to navigate. When can you apply for this loan? You can apply for the loan now. Okay. And I know that there has been a lot of talk about whether it's a grant or whether it's a loan. So it's both. Okay. The EIDL you can apply for up to $2 million with this program. But the advance portion, they are willing to advance you up to $10,000 in this program. That $10,000 is the forgivable portion of the EIDL. So you can get up to $2 million, but because they want to get money back into the economy really quickly, they're willing to quickly advance you up to $10,000. So not everyone is going to get $10,000, but if you qualify for the $10,000 or less, it is forgivable as long as you're using the monies for what you say you're going to be using them for. Okay, so again, the maximum amount you can apply for the EIDL for is $2 million, but the federal government came up with a program where they came up with an advanced portion of it, and that advanced portion of it is up to $10,000, and that portion is forgivable. So let's say you apply for it and you really wanted $25,000. But after they advanced you initially based on your credit score, they advanced you the $10,000. And after they dig a little deeper into your finances, they decide, well, you don't qualify for any more than that $10,000. Then you don't have to worry about, because that $10,000 is now forgivable and you don't have to pay it back. Okay. If they do go ahead and they give you $25,000, at $25,000, you are going to have some type of collateral. Okay. So whether it's your house, your car, your business, you're going to have to put up some type of collateral for anything over $25,000. But if you get that $25,000, the first $10,000 of it will be forgivable. So then you're left with a $15,000 loan. This loan will be charged to you at, if you're a business, 3.75%. If you're a nonprofit, at 2.75%. So that's the other thing. Businesses and nonprofit organizations both are eligible to apply for this loan. So there are some few stipulations on what type of nonprofits, but nonprofits in general are eligible to apply for this loan. So if they give you, like I said, the $25,000, you get the first 10 forgivable under the EIDL loan stipulations. So you're left with $15,000, and you go ahead and you apply for the PPP, which I'll get into tomorrow. You can actually get maybe that $15,000 forgiven if you refinance it under the PPP loan and use it for the reasons specified by the PPP. But again, I will get into that tomorrow, not today. So who can apply? A business with no more than 500 employees. So if you have 501 employees, you do not qualify for this loan. So you must have 500 or less employees in order to apply for this. An individual who operates under a sole proprietorship, so whether you are legally incorporated in the state, or you're just working under your own name running a business, or you're a single member LLC, you qualify for this loan, with or without employees. So you don't have to have employees in order to qualify for this loan. You can be the only person working in your business, you still qualify for the loan. And if you're an independent contractor, so if you're subcontracting under someone, or you're an independent contractor for the government, you qualify for this loan. Okay, corporatives with no, like I said, corporations with no more than 500 employees. Okay, tribal, small tribal communities also apply, qualify for this loan, and nonprofit organizations also qualify for this loan as well. And there's some agricultural businesses that qualify, but again, they must meet the stipulations that I just talked about. Okay, affiliation rules. So affiliation rules become important for this because it precludes it. How should I put it? I want to make sure that, so it precludes any other contracts that you may have with the SBA. So even though you have other things going on, it doesn't affect your ability to apply for this loan at this time because of the disaster that we're going through right now. Okay, the maximum amount, again, that I said that you can apply for is $2 million, but you can get an advance of up to $10,000. And the application is very, very simple. It takes you less than 10 minutes to apply for. And initially, they said that you would get your disbursement within 3 days, within 3 business days. That is no longer the case because there are people who have applied a week, 2 weeks now, and they have not heard anything back. So we know that their backlogs, it's going to take a little while for them to get back to you, but the disbursement is supposed to be expeditious. At this time, it really is not that expeditious. The loan, how would you repay the loan? So the loan interest rate for businesses is 3.75%, and for nonprofits, it's 2.75%. So if you get the loan, you got the $10,000 forgiven, you still have the $15,000, and for whatever reason, they're not going to forgive that $15,000 because you maybe didn't qualify for the PPP, which I don't understand why you wouldn't, but let's say you didn't qualify for it and you had to pay it back to the SBA, it would be at an interest rate of 3.75 for a business owner, or 2.75 for a nonprofit. The loan term is 30 years. So up to 30 years, I should say. And the deferment period on this loan is going to be 1 year. So it's a year from the date of the loan origination that you will have to start paying back that loan. This deferment does not negate interest. So the loan will continue to get interest compounded on it for that year period. It's not forgiving the interest portion of it, but you don't have to make any payments on the loan for a year. after you get the loan. Okay, what can the loan be used for? So the loan can be used for your financial obligations. So that's overhead expenses and any type of operating expenses that you would have normally incurred prior to the disaster. So again, the loan can be used for any type of operating expenses and of course salaries as well if you have not applied for the PPP loan yet, which is the Paycheck Protection Program. If you have not applied for the Paycheck Protection Program yet, then excuse me, then you can use this money for that purpose. Tomorrow, when I talk about the Paycheck Protection Program, I'm also going to talk about how you can't commingle funds. So keep that in mind. Is the loan forgivable? Like I explained before, the loan is forgivable up to $10,000. Anything beyond that may not be forgivable and will be charged at an interest rate of either 3.75 or 2.75, depending on the type of entity that you are in. What else do we need to talk about? Do you need to have collateral? Yes, you're going to have collateral for this loan if you're looking for anything more than $25,000. If you are looking for anything more than $200,000, you must own more than 20%, and someone owns at least 20% of your business. They have to sign as a co-signer on that loan. So if you own 80% and someone owns 20%, in most states, that person has to sign that loan agreement as well. Okay, so just keep that in mind. If you're not 100% owner of the business, or you own 50-50, or you own 4 people own the business, it's 25-25. All people have to agree to the loan, and everyone needs to sign that loan. Do you need to file your 2019 taxes in order to apply? No, you do not have to have filed your 2019 taxes in order to apply for this loan. You should have your business records readily available in case they ask you for anything. So if you don't have those things together right now, then you need to go ahead and pull them together. So if they ask you for your last year's tax returns, you have it. If they're asking for your EIN number, that you have it. A lot of these things people don't have readily available. So when they're asked for it, they cannot produce it. So that is the EIDL, the ideal loan. That's what I call it. The Economic Injury Disaster Loan Program and Advancement in a nutshell. I really hope that that made sense to you. I really hope that it helped you to understand it more and make an informed decision as to whether or not you want to apply for this loan. Again, my name is Tracy B. Allen. I'm the owner of TBA Consulting, where I help businesses and nonprofits create the finances needed to create impact within their communities. So if you have any questions, you have any thing that you don't understand, please leave a comment below and I will certainly try to answer it. Make sure to like this broadcast, leave a comment, and share it with someone else who needs the information. All right, have a great day, everyone.